The revelation of Islam has had a major impact on the development of the Arabic language and calligraphy. The Holy Quran was revealed as a source of inspiration, a form of worship and spiritual activity. Additionally, it glorified God's words and created a genuine Arabic and Islamic art form, an artistic tradition of extraordinary beauty, richness, power, and versatility. Calligraphy has gone through different adaptations within 1600 years. It has been transformed in time and place. Letters can be stretched and transformed in numerous ways to create different motifs, even within a single word. Unlike English, Arabic is written and read from right to left. Shapes of letters usually vary depending on whether a letter falls at the start, middle, or the end of every word.
When writing started, before it became an art, it was a tool for people to understand what they're doing and to be able to read and communicate. It was very simple. Letters were similar, and if you didn't know what people mean, it was difficult to read, really. And the first Quran was written in that kind of writing, until a man called Abu al-Aswad al-Du'ali came and he gave the letters the vowels, what we have now as vowels, and he did that by putting dots on the letters, and the dots resembled the vowels.
Deep religious association with the Quran, as well as idolatrous art such as forbidden depictions of creatures like birds and humans, has led calligraphy to become one of the major forms of artistic expression in Islamic cultures. The fluidity of Arabic scripts offers infinite possibilities for designing calligraphic expressions. Calligraphers are the most highly regarded artists in Islamic culture. In order to become a calligrapher, one must acquire a formal license from a master. A student had to train for years by copying examples to perfect his or her skills. Training to become a calligrapher was a long and rigorous process.
It took me so long to get to this point because you experiment a lot. So, especially with Khatt al-Arabi, it's very specific. It's a very perfectionist art form, and there's no color usually. It's black and black ink. Once I got comfortable with my writing, I just expanded upon it. I took out all the rules, basically. I broke all the rules, I should say, and I just created my own style, and it changes.
تعلمت الخط بأنواعه المتعددة على يد أستاذي الكبير يوسف ذنون.
I was taught different calligraphy styles by my teacher Yusuf Dannoun, and through my own observation and study of the famous calligraphers' work, such as هاشم البغدادي and حامد الآمدي.
والأستاذ الخطاط هاشم محمد البغدادي والخطاط الكبير حامد الآمدي.
Ibn Muqla was one of the legends of Arabic calligraphy and the creator of the Thuluth style. He wrote extensively about the art of calligraphy and devised theories about shapes of letters. He served 3 Abbasid caliphs.
Ibn Muqla did what we still follow now in terms of the rules and regulations for the Arabic calligraphy, and he used the dot to measure the letters. So basically, How many dots you have, measure the letter that you want to write.
Mir Imad Hassani was another legend. It is believed that the so-called Farsi style reached its zenith in Imad's calligraphy. His works, which are considered some of the finest examples of Farsi calligraphy, are displayed in several museums around the world. Hamid al-Amidi. Before devoting himself full-time to the practice of his art, Hamid copied the Holy Quran twice and did the inscriptions of many mosques in Istanbul. In his childhood, Hamid's interest in the art of calligraphy led him to fail his school tests. His father forbade him from practicing the art, but he helped his teacher in inscribing the seal of Sultan Abdul Hamid. When his father saw that he was rewarded a golden coin, he realized how much his son had achieved at a young age and allowed him to practice calligraphy. Al-Amidi became one of the legends of Arabic calligraphy in the 20th century.
As a little boy, I was inspired by my father, Fahd Andari. He was a great calligrapher, but he passed away when I was only 7 years old. So I had to look for others to inspire me. And one of the best calligraphers who inspired me was a Turkish calligrapher called Hamid al-Amidi. He died in 1982. His style was amazing. He was like a magician working with ink on paper.
Although there are dozens of different styles of Arabic calligraphy, the following are the main 5 categories. Kufic. Angular square style. It is one of the earliest styles. It started without diacritic dots or accents. Afterwards, dots and accents were added to help readers with pronunciation. Kufi developed around the end of the 7th century AD in the Iraqi city of Kufa. Thuluth. Cursive and long vertical style developed in the 9th century AD. It is widely used as framed ornamental scripts hanging on walls. Farsi. Cursive and hanging style. It was developed by the Persians in the early part of the 9th century AD. Nasikh. Nasikh means copy in Arabic. It was redesigned in the 10th century AD. It enables scripts to be written and read clearly and used to write the Quran. Diwani. Diwani was developed by the Ottomans in the 16th and early 17th centuries AD. This style became a favorite for writing in the Ottoman chancellery. Diwani refers to the royal court.
My favorite Arabic calligraphy style is the Thuluth style. It is known for its beauty and also difficulty to learn, but as a painter I use it in a very modern way. What I love about it, its elegance and its fluidity. It allows me to express the musical feeling in the painting, which I am usually for.
أحب الخط الكوفي لأن متميز بأنواعه المتعددة.
I prefer the Kufi style because it has many types such as the square, the circle and the old Moroccan type. It is in harmony with Islamic patterns and designs that add to its beauty.
In my calligraphy, I try to combine styles. Sometimes I use only one style, but I like the combination of styles because it creates more interest and more depth to the art.
The traditional instruments of the Arabic calligrapher is the qalam, a pen normally made of dried reed or bamboo. The ink is often chosen to enable great variations in intensity. Bolder strokes within compositions can be very dynamic in their effect.
This is an inkwell and also a pen case. A calligrapher would carry this in his belt, and you can see here the inkwell is here, and it would have contained something like this. This is from a silk cocoon. This is made by the silkworm, and it allows the ink to stay wet for a long time. It's very practical, and it doesn't spill either. So it would have contained that, and also it would have contained pens like this.
Inside many European museums, you can witness how Arabic calligraphy has greatly influenced other forms of Islamic art throughout history. Islamic calligraphy is applied in a wide range of decorative media other than paper, such as tiles, pots, carpets, and inscriptions. Before the advent of paper, papyrus and parchment were used for writing. Nowadays, one can see another type of art called Arabic calligraffiti. Al-Seed is a famous calligraffiti artist who travels the world.
The kind of work you do is influenced by what you're doing, where you're at in your life, the environment. So I mean, if you look at my old work, it's so different than my work now. I mean, there should always be a progression in the life of an artist, I think, and in their work.
I am a painter and a visual artist rather than a calligrapher. I regard calligraphy a part of my art production. However, by using it, the calligraphy added an extra dimension to my work by enriching it with its meaning.
الزوار مال المعارض مالتي المتعددة.
My exhibition attracts visitors from all over the world, Arabs and non-Arabs. Although the Arabs understand it more, the non-Arab visitors enjoy the colorful designs of our calligraphy as it gives them new experience.
Non-Arabs like Arabic calligraphy, but I think sometimes it becomes repetitive to them because if you're not experienced in Arabic calligraphy, you don't pay attention to details. And if you look at Arabic calligraphy from a distance, it looks the same to you. So probably they look more for interesting shapes, for colors. And this is why many calligraphers now are modernizing Arabic calligraphy in one way or another, or trying to put extra elements in it.
I approach Arabic calligraphy in a very modern way, and I use my experiments in the computer and also my latest photographic experiments. Through the power of color, I hope that I am offering the viewer a unique view to Arabic calligraphy.
What I liked about calligraphy is its simplicity, the ability of simple lines to create unlimited shapes is amazing, and it's very expressive for me.
Today, Arabic calligraphy continues to be a treasured art form all over the world.